Welcome, everybody. We are the strategists. The team is formed by myself, which I am Rigoberto Jesús Borrego González, by Sebastián Rueda, José Antonio Farret, Joaquín, and Jordi Silva. And we are the strategists, so let's go.
Well, for the introduction, this case study examines the challenges faced by the National Women's Soccer League during the COVID-19 pandemic. It explores issues such as ensuring player safety, addressing gender wage disparity, financial stability, attracting fans, and dealing with abuse and toxic cultures within teams. The National Women's Soccer League has implemented measures to create a sustainable model, secure broadcasting partnerships, and organize the Challenge Cup as the first professional sports league to resume play during the pandemic. The leadership changes and controversies surrounding coach misconduct have also affected the league. Overall, the National Women's Soccer League continues to work towards overcoming these challenges and promoting women's soccer. Well, the main issues is the financial stability, the toxic culture and abuse, and the lack of transparency in league management, and also the need to grow the fan base.
In order to solve the budgetary problem of the National Women's Soccer League, and following the example of UEFA and the NBA, which allocate a percentage of the profits of the men's associations to the women's associations to promote women's sports. In this regard, we recommend that the USSF promote the homologation and integration of women's teams with men's clubs. Despite a possible loss of identity and the part of the women's teams, it is easier to standardize the women's teams with the men's teams and to invest in rebranding in order to win over to the fans, thus generation a more robust fan base. For example, the big teams can offer women's games for an additional fee, which make it easier. 1. Increase the income of the women's teams, as well as facilitate a greater opening to fans who already feel identified with their club and values. 2. Increase their media exposure. Since the homologation, these teams, it is easier to introduce them to open television, increasing the ratings, which in turn increase sponsorships. And 3. Invite all sponsors of the men's teams to support the women's teams as a campaign of inclusion and diversity.
Okay, so we want to divide our budget in investing in the formation of the minor league to create a competitive league in a future. Also, we think that it's very important to prepare the coaches and technical team, the technical staff, to create a good environment in the team. We want to change the mission to a transcendental mission that seeks to motivate each individual with the organization and not only embrace superficial aspects. And we want to achieve a synergy between individual and organizational objectives. And to achieve this, another part of the budget will be allocated to the organizational restructuring in the league, mainly in the following areas.
We recommend to the National Women's Soccer League to create and implement a code of ethics, conduct, and protocol. This code needs to be not only a reactive but a preventive tool. Doing this, we can make mindfulness part of the organization. To accomplish mindfulness, we have two goals. The first one, to create an environment of respect, and the second one, to generate a unity in the life of players, coaches, management, personnel, and everybody related to the league. Talking about respectful environment, individuals need to be encouraged listen mindfulness and focus to everybody, to help to not have prejudices, to being empathy within and without the teams, with the sponsors, with fans, and everybody, and to accepting the diversity of opinion. To generate unity of life, meaning the balance between work and family and hobbies, people need to have humility and awareness. And talking about awareness, this awareness needs to be about the environment, the context, the circumstances, self-awareness, external and internal.
Well, then, in order to follow this ethics code that Joaquin just mentioned, we decided to create a committee in order to be in charge of the supervision and regulation of this code. In order to create this committee, we selected and we require the professionals to meet with certain requirements, such as being really empathic and to have emotional intelligence. The first thing that we need from them is to take care of the players. The committee should be perfectly oriented to take care of the players from the league in every scenario. They have to make sure that the club gives the players like the special things that athletes need in order to develop their life and their work in a safe place and being comfortable with it. Then we need the committee to give resolution to all the cases. There will be moments where a case will come, so the committee should give resolution to this case, or at least well, verify the case or check the case with the players in order to see what's going on. In the third place, we have to avoid abuse. Unfortunately, in women's sports specifically, there are many cases of abuse and stuff in there. So it's really important to avoid this kind of abuse. And the committee, we believe that it's a it's a great agent in order to avoid these cases of abuse. And the fourth and last is to ensure transparency and impartiality in every case. In order to be sure that there's transparency and impartiality, we decided that the committee should be conformed by the national team, women's team, and also from the men's team. So there's like a third party involved in there to solve all the cases, and well, that's it. Thank you very
So we
much.
thank you.